read a book. I read another book. Man's Search for Meaning, written by Viktor E. Frankl. I read this book, and here's the book report. And like all serious matters in life, I'm probably not your guy. This is about a Jewish concentration camp, dying, death, torture. Okay, that sounds like a heavy metal album, but it's not. It's sad. It's sad. I'm not your guy, man. Whatever. I read this book. I like this book. I love this book. This is my one of my best friends, Lauren LaGrasso, sent me this book. I was chilling in Michigan. I was a little bummed. Anytime you're bummed, someone's like, here's something sadder. They just throw Auschwitz right at you. They're like, oh, you're bummed out? You moved home for a minute? It's like, Jewish people got lit on fire. Fuck you. I read Roots before this, too. If you watched my last book report that canceled me. Yeah, it was another one. It's like, oh, you feel bad that you're where it's snowing again? They used to chain people up and make them work in fields till they died. I get it. I don't get it. This book, though. Okay. So, Man's Search for Meaning. So, what I like about this book is he kind of glazes over the sad shit. I mean, he tells you everything. He doesn't, like, leave anything out. But, he goes through it, and it's more about dealing with pain and dealing with suffering. And most importantly, the fucking title of the book, Man's Search for Meaning. And the dude just figures out, he's like, yo, the people that survived are people that wanted to keep going. That's what it came down to. I mean, that's a little, he even says in there, it's not like that simple. Some people just fucking got off. I mean, it's not like, you just did, not like you just didn't believe enough that day ever. But in general, if you had no chance unless you believed, basically. And you just believed in something. I don't know. Everyone, they lost all their fucking families. Like this dude, his fucking wife, she was in a different camp. She died and everything. And, trying to find meaning in that. Like, what the fucking is the point of my life if the only thing I loved is gone now and it's bullshit? And some people, like, his way of, like, dealing with that, he's like, well, the reason why she's gone and not me is because if I was gone instead of her, then I don't know if she could handle that, or so I've got to find meaning in that I'm suffering for her. I'll be released to this when we're together, or he found meaning because he's like, the dude that wrote this book, he's a psychologist, psychiatrist, he worries about the thinker, and he fucking helped people in the camp, and that gave him meaning, to help people. And I think he says a few like the basic ways that you can find meaning in life, and one is to like pick up like a skill or something that you like to do. Pick up something you'd like to do. I don't know what that is. Could be the guitar, could be, shooting hoops, could be like talking to people, could be just like getting coffee with your friends. You like to, I don't know. Fine, do it, Another thing is like being of service to someone, like helping someone, And another is creating love with another person. You have that. If you got someone in your life you love, you fucking, some people have kids. That's what you do. You have kids. Yeah, you gotta keep going every day. You gotta get some fucking 9 to 5 and make sure you get health insurance. Because you got the kid. Or to make sure you save up for college tuition. I don't know. I don't know what you guys need to do. My meaning is holding out until they reopen theaters. And, they're reopening them, but hold out until they start pumping movies back in there. That's what my meaning is right now, baby. Taking care of that cat up there, too. Hey, my donut. I got a little meaning up there. What else went out of this? I don't know. The guy, he mentions, now, I hope I'm not fucking this up, because there's another cancelable. He mentions how they start cracking shower jokes, like, right away. When they go to the showers and the showers are actually water, he's like, oh, because things get so fucking desperate and things are so depressing, that's like, you gotta find humor, you need humor, which I like that. I like reading that a lot about the shower. Anyways, yeah, here's another good one. I think Lauren fucking loves this quote. She told me about this book for like 7 years, basically, as long as we've all lived in LA. And it was, if you can figure out why you want to live, then you'll figure out the how, you know? If you can figure out why you want to fucking do something or what you want, you know, the how will fucking, like, oh, I want to be, I don't know, a fucking singer. I don't know, just fucking fall in love with it and you'll figure out how to fucking do it or something like that. I was going to say movie star, but that's my shit. So, back off. There's enough competition, assholes. It's fucking hard out here. It's so fucking hard. I send in so many fucking stuff there. Anyways, that's my meaning. Anyways, what else? You mentioned how there's good guys and there's bad guys on either side of the fucking realm. He's like, I see there's like decent versus indecent, you know, types of people, because he talks about how there's a lot of prisoners who were assholes and a lot of Nazi guards that were like kind of all right. I mean, hey, he fucking wrote it. If I just said this on stage, fuck you guys. I'm gonna. That is good. But it's a good way of putting it. He does put it. Because some people, they call him, what is it? I wrote it down. The capo? When they would take like prisoners, but they would like they'd be like, all right, you'll be the prisoner that's kind of in charge of these guys, so act good. So that guy would be like an extra dick to everyone else, just hoping he would, I don't know. It's just like fucking stand up, everyone trying to suck up to each other if they get a little bit of power. And they're like, I will fucking, not let you or your friends go up because I'm fucking close to the top of this weird shitty alt group. Fuck you guys. Anyways, I'm sorry. This is about the Jews. This isn't, that's what I was talking about. Oh, there we go again. All right, there's 3 levels when you get locked in to a shitty situation. There's shock, there's apathy, there's depersonalization. Now, I only know the fucking last one, the word depersonalization, because I had it, man, after I moved to fucking LA, after I went through shock, apathy, and then I landed on depersonalization, where you're fucking like, you're just like, nothing's real, nothing, you don't even give a fuck, I don't know. I think I had, not to compare fucking LA to Auschwitz or anything, but that's my one experience. Moving here to a huge city was a little fucking wild. And I remember being shocked, obviously, by it at first. It'd be so overwhelmed. I was like apathy. I walked around like a zombie. And then I felt like super weird, like depersonalization. I was like, I feel like I haven't had a real conversation with anyone in like months since I've moved here. I feel like I haven't actually spoken a word that was real with anyone. This place is weird like that, okay? It's weird, okay? Not to sorry, Frank. All right, what else did I like about this? Oh, dude, he's got a whole, so he developed this thing, I'm probably fucking this whole thing up, called Logotherapy, but it was like a different way of kind of like dealing with trauma and stuff. Different than psychotherapy. It's like logotherapy. I don't know what I can say about this, except he had this shit called Paradoxical Intention. It sounded pretty interesting to me. It's basically, if something bothers you, figure out a way for it to not bother you. Well, that sounds really easy. But I don't know. It was some of the things, it was like, all right, his example was, if you have a problem sweating, if you like get nervous and you start sweating and you start thinking about it, so it's even worse, you know, practice something a little bit. Practice trying to sweat. You need to switch the game, bro. Practice being like, all right, fuck this. I'm gonna sweat my tits off. And I don't know, he said it worked on people. Finding different ways to think about this. I don't fucking know. What's a good one? I don't know. If you're shitty at basketball, figure out that it's all a rigged game and figure out how the refs rigged the game for like the Miami Heat for like a bunch of those championships. And a bunch of the games that haven't even proven, you know, so you're like, you feel better that you weren't involved in the first place. Maybe that's a good different way of thinking. Yeah. You just got to switch. I don't know. I don't think I'm giving a good example. If you're married and you're fucking tore up because some guy fucked your wife, then you have to start switching up and doing like cold shit with her to like feel good about it. Okay, do that. Do what you gotta do. Logotherapy. Okay, swing with your ding dang, as the kids call it. Not the kids. That's bad. Wow, look at this. It started at a Jewish concentration camp and it made it all about me. Meaning and suffering. You need to find meaning in suffering. And he makes a point. He goes, I'm not saying you have to find suffering to find meaning. I'm not saying you have to jump in there. So that made me feel better. You know what? So fuck you guys. So I do feel better about my LA experience. You know, I think driving here and dealing with the traffic was a little rough on the brain. Okay. But he said you don't have to, like, you can find meaning still outside of that. Anyways, damn good book. Damn good book. It's part story, true story. It's part story, part little facts, literature, part it's philosophy. It's a philosophy type book. Psychology. It says psychology on the back. Okay. What was the page count of this motherfucker? That's what I keep meaning to do on all these. At the afterword, it says 165. Brisk book. You know, but, you know, not too dense, but like enough. Dense enough. It's like 165, but it's gonna take a while.